No, don't open. Great. Hey everybody, and welcome to the stream. I'm just getting everything situated. And alright, here we go. Okay, let's see. Let's just lift it up a little bit more. And boop. Oh, key. I can't reach it. It's right there. I actually don't know where I am in the physical space because I'm looking forward. It's always funny about these old games. Transcript 1738. 1738. Sorry. No. You can create dimensional portals while being inside of such a portal. Yes, I can. And when you do, what happens then? You change direction. Direction of what? Of everything. Oh my gosh, is that in the way? Dismiss. Hey, Gummy! I didn't see you there because a little notification about how I should subscribe to Discord was in the way. How you been? I'm no longer as sick. I'm healthy enough to play. So you might get a sniffle or a cough here and there. I hope it's not hard on anyone's misphonia or anything. Ah, yes. Ooh. You make a lot of puppets. I wish I were a puppet. Seriously. At least you have a constructive hobby. Like, I admire that. I feel like this hobby is the most constructive hobby I have, besides occasionally running a D&D game or something like that. There we go. Improvised crowbar, I see. You go see? Coughing already. I'll crow all these bars. Oh, that'll work. There we go. I've done it. That seems like a difficult thing to climb. Murtagh is coming back. We should go. We should go now. Stone spear. Whoa. I love how much this game is just making little contraptions go. Okay. Ooh. Oh. I opened a portal within a portal. I clearly remember the day it all ended. It was not long after computer processing power exceeded that of the human brain. Many thought that this was a turning point, but not so. The moment came a bit later. I remember because I was there. When we asked the biggest question, the one we've been struggling for millennia, why are we here? But this time the question wasn't directed at us. We asked the computer, and that was the turning point in the history of humanity, the exact moment. Once we acknowledged that we are not the most evolved structure of our planet, once we passed the torch, our purpose diminished. Did we expect the computer to fry under the heaviest of questions? Of course. So you can imagine to our surprise, when this happened, the computer answered the question. Small chest opener. So the computer answered, why are we here? Which it seems like they were actually trying to destroy the computer because, you know, they thought it would fry under the question. And like, why ask it a question you thought it would destroy it unless you wanted it to be destroyed? Oh, cool. This item's name is something in binary. Oh shit, okay. I thought that would take me back to the default reality. Ah, there's something has to... Small chest opener. One and two. Oh boy, we're already getting to the point where I gotta write stuff. Okay. Plus is 1. 0 is 2. There's other things that I can't identify, so I'm not going to try at the moment. Oh, I guess I have it. I keep thinking I have to write stuff down, but I guess they like moved away from that as the series went on. They like knew we were writing. There we go. So this is 1 and this is 2. This reminds me of that one level where we went to the basement and then operated from there, or the area with the binary system of knowing places is. So it seems like I have to fix this as a teleporter, but it's broken. And so I've lost access to the very first status current layer. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I've been there. And that's where we are now. Okay. Wait. I'm not sure I understand. 3, but it looks like 2. And then the equal sign looks like 4? Wait. 2. Oh. So this is 3, not 2. Okay. What could go here? I'm not sure. That didn't seem to do anything. Unless... Okay, so it's from the last room you left. I thought that maybe like that designated where that teleporter went, but it's whichever room you leave. I hate when they put me in a couple of really compact spaces. And they're like, yeah, you've got everything you need. And I'm like, I do? And they're like, oh yeah, if you were smart enough. And I'm like, I'm not today. N. Alright, we've got this dial being N, and it literally has N's all over the room, see? Alright. Interestingly, we can't do these yet, but they're also not red or green, but I guess that just means that to show that they're not usable either way. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, but I only have 1 and 2. I've got a cog wheel. Doesn't go in. Doesn't go in. Okay. Nothing for that either. This seems like weird that it's so many drawers. Something feels unusual about that to me. Like maybe opening them in a different combination means something different will happen. Also, I'll be real, why can't I just pop out one of these jobs and pop it onto there? Just pop, pop. North. Do you think it could be N for north? Should be both be pointed, because this is a compass, so should they both be pointed up for north? And maybe now that will do something? No. Maybe one needs to be like south. I feel like it's weird that I've already hit A. What am I supposed to be gleaning from this? This is literally right where I am. I can only do 2 locations on this because it's broken. Alright, let's see. There's something different about this. Not that I can see or interact with. Gummy, when you get back, you're gonna have to tell me how to beat the whole game. I can't do it. It's too hard. I want to play Look Outside again. It's been so long, but every time I've went to, I've like so much has been going on in my life that it just keeps getting interrupted. I think if I can't play Look Outside this weekend, like I'm planning to, then I'm going to play it on next Tuesday. It's like my favorite game on my list, but I'm hardly ever getting to play it at the moment. Piece of pillar code. Okay, so we know that goes on a pillar. Stone spear, stone spear. Just not like having both on at the same time. I'm not sure what that accomplishes. Oh, I've tried that. No idea. I have not been this lost in this game for a while. I need to start over, you think? I can't go back from whence I came. I feel like I fucked up a puzzle. Are they asking me to do a cipher that I just sort of missed? Because there's a lot of... Okay, so... That's N, but it's also very clearly N. Oh. W. East. So north is towards me. So I'm north, and then that's west and east, so south is on the other end. Well, I know that this is a compass. I don't know what that accomplishes. What does it accomplish to know what the 4 cardinal directions are at the moment? So that must mean that I'm still north. There's not even an interact icon, but something must be done in this room. North. Okay, cool. This is a compass. What do I do? I have a feeling I'm going to beat the game and I'm still not going to go into the full lore because there's all sorts of secret levels and stuff I haven't been doing. So I might have to go back and do those. Honestly, I'm not starting this level over because I feel like I must have lost or something. Because I can't go back from whence I came here. Oh! I am back. Oh! That's the submarine. So where I'm standing, okay, I was using the teleporter in the same physical location, assuming that it had the same physical laws, but it doesn't, which means if I use it here, then I'm somewhere else. Okay. All right, another one of the stone spears. All right, there we go. Try back from here. Okay, cool. I want to try it from here. Just here. And here would logically be here. Yeah, because, and then everywhere here though is within the submarine, because that's where it was geometrically. Okay, got it. Okay, we're learning, but now we've got a new location. Well, that's good. I found the side thing that I never... Oh, okay, so this thing, that must mean... Wait, wrong reality. Although, that, so... Yes. Okay, I'm figuring it out. Where are you? I'm standing right next to you. Can't you see me? No. Let's compare our geotags once more. Something's off. We are at the same location, but where are you? So this is implying that the entire time we've been getting these letters, we're not coming across old letters. We can't see that they're people because we're sharing fourth dimensional spaces. So this has not been us stumbling across ancient letters. We've been literally in the same room with these people. They've mentioned that earlier in the game, but they were a little less clear about it. Beamer arm. Yeah, this structure mirrors the structure in the other world. Remember, this is where we would have gotten the the keys with the improvised crowbar. And that means that there's got to be an equivalent in the other world. Probably something has even happened in that reality. Let's check it out. Because this is the beamer. And here it's this. Which also means if we come across an obstruction, we should consider teleporting between worlds. Alright. Not working. Incomplete. Perhaps that's wrong. Ah, this is the pillar puzzle. Alright. So 1 is that. I'm going to assume they mean from top to bottom. So 1 is this. And 2 is this. And 3 is that. And 4 is that. There we go. Yep, we've unlocked another reality. So they call this the brass reality. Yeah. And these appear to be infra switches that seem to work consistently between realities. Ah, now we can get that drawer. So this is like a sewer kind of reality. Let's head back to reality 2. Yeah, that's perfect. Small mirror. Not sure what that before. Beamer arm. Was one of the beamers broken? Ah, and here we go. Now we can see the different reality. Yeah, because this tells me where I am geographically in every reality. That's what this is for. It tells you where you are geographically right now. But you can only look at it at one spot. So if you had a portable version of this, it'd be much more useful. Okay. So we get a mirror, and we've also got a beamer arm now. I haven't even spotted a beamer or something where a mirror would be useful in this reality. So let's head back to the first and just be systematic about it. Actually, what about the third? But where would I go if I went to the second here? Here. Okay, where would I go if I went to the third here? Here. I go down to the first. Okay. This is the first. Third. Yeah, okay. Interesting. Not really where I thought I would have gone. So I need to be above here. So if I head back up, do this. What about here? What about back in the sewers? Here we go. Oh, okay, so the central point needs to be away from south, and the other ones need to be pointed west. But why the boundaries? Why this particular shape? The idea is to give you a glimpse of the plan. Just a glimpse. Seeing it all in its glory would blind your mind. Interesting. Another one of those. It's draining somewhere else. And a cord. Hello? Beam arm doesn't go in here. What about a mirror? I really would have thought that would have counted. We need to somehow get... Oh, this thing, right. Wonder what happens if we go to other worlds with that thing. Oh, but I moved it, so it's probably... We need to get to that angle of the submarine again, remember? Let's see if that one spawns or whatever. I guess we should know that because it's west. So yeah, that should be the opposite way it is the thing. Yeah. So let's see. No, I really thought that would have been there. I am chilly. The vent in my room just started. It's terrible. It's so cold. Alright, let's see. Oh, whoa. What can I put in here? This game is just putting stuff in stuff. Fascinating. Thank God our dude's just ready to be in these spaces. But honestly, I'm starting to wonder if our POV is somehow part of the lore, because our POV rarely makes sense, right? And I know it's a puzzle game and like we're not supposed to be like another fucking one. What is that in the equivalent reality? Nothing. And they don't seem to like mess with each other. Very odd. Oh, I already got what was there. That's why it doesn't matter. Can I take that back? Nope. We're just trying to get all these beams working. We don't know why. I just don't know why these are here. It's a ladder in like 75% of realities, which I think is hilarious. And if we get another beam going, we get a new reality to explore. No idea what these do. They seem important, but I'm never gonna figure that one out. Could I use the mirror as... Oh, there we go. I'm just gonna push them all the way in, see if something happens. Pyramid cell. Alright. I'm in the basement of this room that apparently has been completely walled off. Damn. Pyramid cell. I wonder if they're all on, like you'll see like some sort of secret. Wait a minute. No. Wait. Ah, and now we're on top of the building. Okay, cool. Okay. So I guess we're just gonna check every single room. That's all the way. That's the only way to do it. I think from here we need to be using this one. This one's gonna be the one we're gonna find shit in. There we go. Yeah, because that's the newly allocated area. And now we've got something we can use in the other world. Oh. But I can't get down there, I can only get up there. How odd. So now that's all there is to that one. Yeah, because there was no ladder. Okay. Do we have like a destructive object we could use on that? Yeah. Alright. Yep, we already got, we're here. That's the plants are there to give you like a marker as to what's going on. So now I need to go back to reality 3 and then insert the thing. There we go. Just give me a whole new world. Just gonna push them all in because I don't know what else to do. They should all be consistent more than likely. Let's say they're half of the beamer. So these were all like the same reality the whole time. These different stylizations. We just thought they were different because we were experiencing them non-simultaneously. I need something to destroy stuff. It's incomplete. Nope. 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 Is this the micro-stabilizer puzzle? Yep. There's always one, and then it's not necessary for beating it, but it does something, and I've never gotten one. This is just a toy. Just a toy. It's not a toy. It's a knot. You have to untie it unless you're Alexander. The Gordian knot. A Gordian knot is a knot with no beginning and no end. It's meant to test intelligence, but when Alexander the Great was brought to one, because the entire point of a Gordian knot is that it's an unsolvable problem, he simply cut it in half, which people will argue whether or not he had solved the problem, or if he simply destroyed something creative, like destroyed something. And then there's another argument as to whether or not those are different. My extremely unintelligent opinion is that it depends on the knot. I never knew a beam of light could bend like that. Alright, so. Oh, it's so cool that these let you know exactly where you are. Because so these plants exist in all realities simultaneously. So that you know it's a benchmark as to where you are. That's fascinating. Actually, they probably do grow in here. They're just inside this object, so I can't see them. Right, because I couldn't access that reality initially. I guess if I recognize one location, I should just assume that that location is consistent across all realities. Which means this would be the, what's the word, right? The dial, the spinning dial in reality 2. Yeah, okay. I'm getting kind of good at this. Yeah, because this is where I spawned in, right? Yeah, okay. So now now what we should do is we should get into areas that were more difficult to get into and then move from there, right? Because we haven't, the newest reality is the least explored, so we should explore from there. So let's go back here. So we know that this is accessible from all the rest, but let's see if, let's try accessing it from here, right? Right, okay, so let's try, let's go back to reality 1 and then move just over here and then go back to reality 4. Yeah, there we go. Reflector incomplete. There we go. There we go. Another beam of light activated. Holy shit. Oh. Oh, the lighthouse world. Which I think is our reality. That's where we started from. Hi. You've missed me. So all of the worlds that we've been exploring the whole game have all been the same reality seen from different perspectives the whole time. That's what you missed. Also, it got really cold in my house, so I got a little blanket. Yeah, now we're in, I guess this appears to be the mainline reality that we started the game in, like the basement reality. Do you see it now? Yes. How is it even possible? They're interacting perfectly. Who needs God when you have architects like that, right? Interestingly. Oh, I get it. That door, that's not going to be workable because of we have 3 parts of a beamer now. It's not going to be workable because this is for safety concerns, but I'm not from this world, so the safety concerns mean nothing to me. Ah, okay, that's what I'm supposed to be doing with these. That helps. Alright. Yeah. Alright, so in reality 1, that needs to be as low as possible. That's good. Alright, where the hell is this way? And now it works. Yep, okay. That should be done. Yeah, yeah, they've all been the same place. It's just that your perception's changing. So that needs to be pointed towards north, which is this way. Okay. And they need to be facing, I guess, the opposite way to east. I thought they would have been facing west. No. They should be in opposite orientation, right? Since this is north, this is pointing toward north, and then these would be pointing toward west, and that's west, so that's correct. Oh, let's check other realities, duh. Nope. Which this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This would be reality 5. That needs to be at halfway up. I think it's either halfway or fully out, but I'm gonna assume halfway. Which reality is this? 3? 3 should be halfway out. That's layer 1, layer 2, layer 3, layer 4, layer 5. That's why they would refer to the different realities as layers, because they're not different places. Oh, we need a power source. Oh. There we go. Ah, but there's no power source. Where are we geographically right now? Ah, yes. The microstabilizer half puzzle. Whew, I am already exhausted. I have not streamed in a while. I am rusty as hell. I am so sorry. I hear armor is very difficult to draw. Did I fucking apply my tape wrong again? God damn it. Alright, well, I've got 2 hands for a reason. I always apply it like a little too low. It's down here. It needs to be like kind of up here. I think it's the problem. So I could apply more. That might help. See if that does a trick. Nope, don't fold over on yourself. That would make you useless. There we go. Feels a little better. All right, well, let's focus on the rod puzzle, because we know that that's doable. So let's try those at. We know 6 and 7. Wait, I don't have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 6. Ah. So 2 is complete. Okay. Whatever that means. Right. Yeah. I don't think we even know where the rod is in this world yet. Alright, let's see. We've got 1 done, but the rest are undone. So... yeah, 2 is one of the more difficult ones to navigate, I've realized. Oh, cool, we got it. Catalyst stone. Okay. Well, we've got that complete. So the rod's not here, which means we need to go to that basement in order to get it, probably. Nope, not quite low enough. There we go. Back to 2. Is the rod here? Yes. So none of them were working initially, which means they full can't be correct. So 2. Now I have to find the appropriate other switch for that. There we go. Alright. Now this reality also has a rod that needs to be adjusted. Oh god. No, that's not sewers. I want sewers. Sewers! There we go. Where's your rod, sewers? There it is. Okay, so that also needs to be at middle mast. Alright, so 3. So now somewhere in a different reality, a lever is pressable now. Alright, I guess since we've got it correct, we might just stumble across it. So let's check out reality 4. Wait, if this is reality 3, though, so this should be reality 3. But we already got that one at half mass. So 3, reality 4. So that one's reality. Sewers is reality 4, so now we need reality 5. Ah, there we go. It's completing this. The catalyst stone doesn't go there, but it feels like it would. Doesn't go there either. Okay. Oh, wow. I don't think we need this up because we only needed it so that we could get more information. There we go. Oh, okay. Alright. Not even sure what I've done there. Wait, because there's a higher point in this reality, so if we go to this one... Yeah, then that means... And the military one... No. Damn, we need to give even one more to the right if we wanted to be above that room. What reality can go one more to the right from here? Is it the sewers? They're weirdly kind of finagling. No, wow. That's interesting. Oh, but from that room I could go even further right. Okay, let's focus back on the rods again. A car battery is good, but let's focus more on the rods again. We haven't found the rod, and because the 6th reality is military reality, so 5th reality is this one. We haven't found the power rod here, have we? No, wait, we did. So if we go back here, go back to the 6th reality, or 5th, Egypt. If we go back to Egypt, no, I could have sworn there was a rod somewhere around here that I found. Also, did we find the plants in the military reality? There we go, that's new. Ah, there's the rod for the military reality in the sewers. Alright, military reality is which one? 6, should be. 7, needs to be pressed all the way down. Okay. Yeah. 6, and we don't have an access to the 8th reality. The thing's broken. Okay. I think, did we have everything figured out? We've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. I feel like we've missed 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, I don't remember ever finding a rod in this reality. Does a car battery go here? It doesn't feel like it. Ooh, but the car battery does go somewhere in the military reality. We've got a new reality. Heck yeah, okay. This one's gonna be difficult to navigate. A woman came to our village. No one exactly is sure how she entered. Since the gate was closed at the time, she went straight to the term not translatable. And 1 minute later, a beam of bright light shot straight up into the sky. When she disappeared, we knew that they were blessed with the presence of the goddess. That was 742 years ago. We worship her to this day. So Elizabeth showed up to this reality just to complete her machine, and literally was just on the way through, and it changed the way their entire society structured. There we go. Nothing can go there. Which she probably couldn't even see them. Okay, we're in the last, we're in 7th reality, which that needs to be at the lowest possible version. There we go. Wait, but I don't have the button. It doesn't matter. That goes to the 8th reality, but I can't get to the 8th reality because the machine itself that transports me is broken. But I can look at the 8th reality now from the others. So if I go back to reality 2, there's the machine that lets you look into other realities, and that might be, looking might be enough. Valve. So let's see what's inside the 8th reality. Bones and a ladder. Doesn't really help me, but it's good to know I can look. And we still haven't gotten all the rods correct, I don't think, for all the different realities, so... Oh boy. What do we got? A stone button. That could go into reality, the Egyptian reality, which was 5. Ah, the gate's open, I guess. What's funny is I still don't have just something to break shit with. I'm glad I pushed a button, I just wish I knew what it was. Ah. Did I beat it? Sometimes I beat these, and I feel like I didn't do it good enough, you know? Yep, I did it. Yeah, it's been the same gate in every reality. The temple, folks. There's my multi-reality device. Does it still work? No. Because I'm in the true reality now. Light of Shiva had drawn Liz to leave the lighthouse. Ah, this is the fucking interdimensional stuff, but it's just like water here. So is this like... Is traveling to different realities reincarnating? Is that why there's like so much of that? Light of Shiva had drawn Murtagh to live in the lighthouse. Are they the same person? Am I both of them? So, did you travel too far or too early? What if I told you neither? Oh god, what if we're all the same person and it's like a fucking different like energies kind of thing? Because we talk about karma a lot, and karmic is a Indian term. Karma is an Indian concept, right? I don't know much about it, I won't lie. I need... I guess I'll have to go get the fluid from there. From there too, I guess. Really? I really thought I would be able to just... There it goes. put there? Well, the machine, I guess? Yeah, I'm still moving between those current layers, but I think my third eye or whatever is open, so I'm seeing the things for as they truly are, so it doesn't do anything. Okay. Just to put this concept of an object here. Oh, these kind of remind me of the computer programs with the wall. Am I invading, like, heaven right now? So this interdimensional thing that Murtaugh found wasn't really another reality so much as that it's the place where all people go when they die, which is why a living guy shouldn't go there, but he could go there with an arm that wasn't alive. I should be careful with that because... Oh, God. How much did they fucking pay you? It sounds like they should have paid you more. Alright. Only the regular 30 because I didn't realize how hellish this was gonna be. I know a lot of people who like commission for 30 bucks and I'm like, man, that ain't enough. I see what y'all make and that ain't enough. Like, cause that means that if you take more than 3 hours to make it, then it wasn't worth it because that's less than minimum wage, right? And maybe I'm doing an oversimplified thing here, but I feel like if it takes you more than 3 hours to make, then you should have charged more. And my goal, is that just me or my skill? I'm like, I don't know. Because I don't know if I believe in skill more than I believe in style. And if something takes a long time in your style, that just means that your style has a difficult time with it, and that should have been considered. But I'm very, very much more in the corner of artists, or at least I think I am. Maybe I'm making things harder in some, you know. Thing is, I draw so damn fast, I charge accurately, it's gonna be super cheap. Well, then also you can just charge for like your stress for it, right? That's also a thing. Maybe the problem is late stage capitalism. Maybe we should stop doing that. I don't know. Well, do better. I'm just kidding. Oh, there we go, duh. Yeah, I can't go back up now that I've gone down. Oh, it's a ladder rung. It's more fucking... more fucking language that I don't understand that's like binary. I'm gonna have to play this game again with all the, getting all the secrets and junk. Oh, I can use the ladder rung as a lever, right? Wait. Okay, so it is affecting things. This is like similar themes to Franbo when it comes to the perspective of reality. Which makes me wonder if Franbo has connections to fucking like Buddhism and Hinduism. Yeah, no, do what you gotta do. Which makes me wonder how many of those other things would have been changing if I had... in the early games, if I had access to changing reality. I'm gonna have to go back and get all the micro stabilizers and like figure out what they do for like different realities and junk. That'll be fucking neat. I go to this fucking... Shit. Surprised I found that. Something. Okay. It's not complete. But it remains regardless, so there's probably a complementary structure that exists in another world that... There we go. Oh, this is like mirroring the puzzle from the first episode. We have to get the 4 tiles. Was I doing this while believing I was doing something else in episode 1? Because I didn't know that it was all the same reality? Jadeite tablet. Really? Okay. Well, I feel like I've got to have something that goes here. I've got so many things. I must have missed what I needed, though. Guess it's time to go back. I guess I didn't check every single reality. No, I did. Okay. Well, whatever. Ah, the tablet. Well, that's something, I guess. When you solve a puzzle that you're not looking for a solution for. That's like another thing I have with this game is that a lot of times I'm confused when I finally beat an area because I solved the solution way fucking earlier and then don't remember what I was doing after that. Ah, it's complete, so the other reality versions don't matter. Yeah, I came down to get into here, but I guess... Oh, there we go. So this is where I got that gear. But this is also making symbols as if this room is malleable under different realities, so... Because generally I've noticed that these symbols correspond with there being multiple layers. But in this case, I'm not finding any. Yeah, I've checked every layer. Every layer I have access to anyways. This also has different layers. But this says I can't put anything here. But one of these might still be interactable. Assuming that the thing's accurate, which if it's not, I would become very annoyed. Oh, something can go here. Alright, there we go. There we go, now I can climb back up the way I came. But now I have more stuff. There we go. Huh. I must already check this one. I try to stay in just reality 1 for neutrality's sake. Oh yeah, this will be back out to the main area. Was there anything I didn't solve out here? I feel like I did. Very much so. Solve everything that was over here. Yeah, I believe I did. Let's... Okay. Yes! There we go. Fucking, if I had just checked this sooner. God damn it. I have all 4 brass tiles. I'm assuming there's 4 because it's the first thing does, but that doesn't help me. Wait. Okay, cool. I was worried that it was per room, and I was like, no. Alright, so I have all 4 pieces of tile, but that doesn't really do much for me, so... Yeah, okay, that was a mistake. Alright, taking that off. It's not often I get a day where the tape doesn't work. It was working great yesterday, and I wasn't even streaming now. Wait a minute. Oh, I just happened upon that. Okay. Aha. There we go. Yeah, the puzzle from the first game. That's what I was talking about. Alright, alright. Still gotta went back. I missed a couple things. When Murtaugh put his arm into the waterfall, he noticed that he no longer had an arm, but 7 of them. That was not something unexpectable. What is a miracle, though, is that after he removed his arm from the water, he could still see all 7 layers of his left arm. Not long after that, he understood that focusing them all in one place created a portal. That was because all of his arms from all of the layers met at one place and caused an interdimensional karma flow at his fingertips. So everyone was telling him he lost his arm. He's like, no, bitch, I got more. Are these like to mirror, are the different realities to mirror like different chakras, do you think? How many chakras are there? Looking it up. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. There are 7 chakras. The different realities of the 7 chakras. I fucking knew it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. We've been going through the different... These are the different chakras this whole time. So he's in this, I think in the mythos of this universe, reincarnating and traveling to a different reality are the same thing. Brass bowl. It's funny because this brass bowl looks like a satellite. So what we've been perceiving as technology is only technology in one chakra and one reality. It's not like a representation of it's not actually technology, or rather it is and it isn't. It is both things simultaneously. So I guess within the mythos of this universe, there is no difference between mysticism and science. They are the same thing, just viewed through different lenses. I knew something was going to be there. I knew we were going to use that ladder rung as a... That's a micro stabilizer. God damn it. That's an optional challenge. Oh boy. I have to fucking go back to all these games and get all the micro stabilizer stuffs done. I really do think Murtaugh and Elizabeth and even Einstein the cat are all the same person. I think it's just different realities, versions of the same person. That's why there's those notes that are like, I don't see you, where are you? And he's like, you're right where I am. And it's because of the same person. Which I think is also my protagonist character. I might not remember this stuff because it might be a cycle of reincarnation thing. Or like I'm chasing my own footsteps. Footsteps? Well, I can't read it anyway. Well, that's something. Ah. Okay, so that doesn't move it. I think I need more gears. There we go. Ah. I thought there'd be something else here since I did so much to get to there. Oh, there we go. Was that there in every reality? I think it might have been. No, I needed to reach enlightenment or some shit. Feminine sarcophagus ornaments. Where have we seen a feminine sarcophagus? There's a lady coffin. You can tell by how soft it is. I wonder if the creator of this game is Hindu. Or Hindi, would that be the proper term? I don't know. I really should look these things up. When Murtaugh saw the cat change in the layer of reality, he falsely connected that event with Einstein's theory of relativity. That was because in those early days, Murtaugh was just beginning to understand the structures of reality. During his intellectual growth, he was able to come across the cat several times. He grew attached to the animal. When asked to take care of the cat, Elizabeth took him back to his appropriate dimension in the first layer. They've talked about how Murtaugh's damaging reality by jumping through it with his arms, so maybe like he's doing the opposite of what he's supposed to be doing. Oh, these again. I thought we were done with those. Tomb of Murtaugh? He's fucking dead? So this goes on Elizabeth's sarcophagus. Wow, that's an interesting sarcophagus for the man. A cow. I guess cows are sacred, I forgot. I should really be more sensitive. I can go no lower. Kinda wish I still had the ladder rung. Oh, I was worried that would be a lot more complex. Should mean that is that the tomb of Elizabeth? On the presumption that she's dead, I suppose I don't know that she is. I think I need to take this green thing back to the other thing and complete that, the floating gear kind of challenge there. Yeah, okay. There we go. There we go. It's just interesting because this is, I'm building the puzzle around the solution instead of building the solution to the puzzle. Oh, that's changing the orientation of those pipes down below, I bet. Is this where the thing's gonna go? Just raw? That doesn't make sense. No, I got something from that, right? Yep. Another microstabilizer. Do you think I actually need to do them? Oh yeah, what does it look like anyways? Do you want me to like check on TikTok or something? Sorry, I got so wrapped up in this game. I really enjoy it. I can go further in? Oh. Murtaugh the Powerful, the Caretaker, the Overseer. That's the feminine one. I need the mask one to go here. So this is Murtaugh's tomb. Finding out he's been dead this whole time, like, is weird. Because I was literally, like, seeing things where it's like, he's doing this and he's doing that. You need to move. Oh, it's one of his portals. One of his arm-ripping portals. Nobody could predict that the Enlightenment would cause such... Nobody could predict that the Enlightenment would cause such destruction. Even Murtaugh himself didn't know what happened. He was already looking at all layers at once. He was already removed from one-dimensionality to back in only one layer. Murtaugh had to lose his focus. After he focused his mind on the structure of the plan, his exploration teams didn't understand what happened. Some called it abandonment, others raptured. No wonder they panicked. They did not even have a philosophical device to comprehend the true nature of his disappearance. What did I get? The gate key. I'm mildly confused as to what they were defending Murtaugh, what the machines were defending against Murtaugh from. Because this seems to be contextualizing the entire series so far. I wish anybody gave a shit about this besides me so I knew what the hell was happening. Tomb of Elizabeth. Why does Murtaugh only talk to Elizabeth? She's the only person he can see. Remember, we're one layer. We're like drawing on a piece of paper we're like a drawing on a piece of paper to him. A drawing that was erased, redrawn and erased again, 7 times over. So Murtaugh literally can't even see anyone besides Elizabeth. Well, and my character hasn't seen anybody either. That's another reminder. But we found notes, it seems to like imply to speak to us like right now. Elizabeth the Merciful, the Healer, the Mother. Yeah, I do think that the same. I'm starting to think they're the same person, but it might just be that Elizabeth can also do what he does, but I don't know. There we go. Oh, I can move right from here. Could I do that in the other reality? There we go. Okay, not super useful at that moment. So that's why he was surprised to find that he was buried underground, buried alive. When those people freaked out and were like, we gotta bury Murtaugh alive underground, he didn't even see it. He was like, how'd this happen? Because he wasn't experiencing reality the same way they do. So from his perspective, he was probably like looking at 7 different realities at once, and then one day tried to go outside and it didn't work. And he was like, why doesn't it working? It's empty outside. Then he like has to shift his focus, realize that he's been buried underground. And then also that people did it. And that means that the only evidence of people Murtaugh has is what they do. He can't see them. They're like ghosts to him. Well, I found another fucking microstabilizer. I am never gonna get one microstabilizer puzzle done in these games. And it's funny because I always half get them done. Oh yeah, this one there is no other way. Okay, just double checking, I guess. Now I've got this rope. Where do I think I should use this rope at? There's so much in this area. And I don't have his thing. Ooh, I know. I can reroute this and then to being back down there, and then I can jump the climbing rope down there so that I can get to the next area there. I was wondering why Murtaugh never defended himself or anything, or why he didn't notice people were burying him underground, or how it happened so quickly, and it's because he just couldn't see it. Damn. That really seems like the solution, but there's nothing to latch it on. Latch. What the fuck? That was horrible. Why did I say that? Latch. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. Cinch? What the fuck was I trying to say? Ugh. Well, we're moving on. But yeah, we need to figure out where to go here from here next. I really thought that was like the key. I felt very smart for thinking that, but no. Still can't get down here. That's where we found that in the first place, so that's not right. That definitely means that Elizabeth's at least also multi-reality, like can go through multiple realities, but we already knew that about her. I just assumed that she was using devices. But she also walked past all the other people. Because that village was like, this woman walked past all of us like we weren't there. Because they weren't there. That means that I'm probably not walking through ruins, right? Like, I think I'm walking through ruins, but I'm not. There's people all around me probably all the time. Which also makes the destruction... That's probably why Murtaugh doesn't care about the destruction, right? Because she was like, you're breaking shit. And he was like, why? Who cares? Like, there's no one here. And she's like, no, you idiot. There's people around. You just can't see them. Which is all the more poignant if they're the same person in two different realities, is that he's talking to himself, or rather she's talking to herself, whichever you prefer. Here we go. Really? This is probably another fucking micro-stabilizer puzzle. I'll have to look around for quite a while. I think I have to go way back. Alright, let's go up first. Alright, yeah, we got the feminine one there. And is this the last episode or the penultimate episode? Because the last episode was 8, so this is 9, and there's going to be one more after this. Jesus. There we go. Oh, I just missed this earlier. That's embarrassing. To be fair, this place is a labyrinth, so... But we still don't know if they are the same person or not yet. I'm just confused as to why she can multidimensionally travel when we don't know why when we know why he can. But it's also interesting to see he put his hand in a waterfall, which means I wonder if the waterfall was that green juice. See, it appears to the stuff that is light in other worlds, but is a fluid here. I wonder if he's from this world and he put his arm in fluid, which was light, which then that's the why it refracted into 7 chakras. What's this? The brass scale. Go. Am I done? What the hell? Probably. Those are the ones might be the microfusion stabilizer things. I was not expecting a cutscene. But I feel like if he was from this reality, then he would understand more of what was happening to him if it was the chakras and junk. Because I still have these and I can't go up, so they must be optional. The greatest mystery and misconception of the doctrine is that Murtaugh gained his powers. He didn't? No, they were given to him. By whom? By Shiva, naturally. Okay, so Murtaugh got his powers from Shiva, who is the destroyer, which does not mean that Shiva's evil. Shiva's just the god of destruction, right? And he breaks stuff, but he literally said karmic arm. I just did not realize it was gonna be this level of karmic. Oh, okay. Usually those symbols mean that there's other... There we go. Means that. Means exactly that. Oh, I remember this. So I didn't travel anywhere. I got my fucking shit rocked. Yeah, the crystals that were spent. I was wondering why there was so much fucking religious iconography in this game. I was like, what's going on with that? You know what's funny is that the argument with the submachine was, is it man-made or was it naturally occurring? And both were operating from a false premise because it was made by Shiva and the Brahma and all them, Vishnu. So it was constructed with intelligence, just wasn't constructed by man-made intelligence. There we go. Why don't I remove that? Which reality had that again? Wait, what? There it is. Okay, fuck. Oh. question is which realities? Every other? Wait, because there's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's been 7 lines this whole time. This whole time, I've been thinking that that's binary. It's not binary. It's saying there's 7 layers. So this entire time, whenever I see this little marker, I'm like, oh, that's binary. I don't know binary. It's probably for like some super duper secret. It is for a super duper secret. It's never ever been. They've been denoting which layer I'm on. That's why it's always a bunch of dashes and an O. It's saying you're not here, you're here. They've been maps. This whole time, they've been maps. Like, think about it. They've been maps this whole time. Okay, so I need this back. Oh my god, that is so good. This game's so fucking well written. How do I not become more up? The fact that this is like forgotten is like making me upset. This is really good. Also, what's fascinating is that this machine was built, but they never put anything in for an 8th reality because there's only 7. The 8th reality is seeing all the realities simultaneously. Alright, so reality 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Reality 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Reality 6 should be the other one. Yep. The 8th reality. What did that other one know? It didn't. I have a feeling that we're gonna want to be like right here for this. Yeah. So this is showing like chakra pathways right now. Reality 2. It literally was telling me. Reality 3 is where you're going to find something. Those other rooms, I was just hitting it randomly because I didn't read it. It was telling me where I would have found those in other realities. That's why I was so confused as to why I was succeeding. I understood, but I knew, but I didn't understand. The 8th fucking chakra. By Shiva, naturally. Oh, I can guide myself through the darkness now. Chapter 9 done. I have to go back now that I know what those symbols mean. Chapter 10, the exit. Wow, I can't believe I'm about to beat this game tonight. Let me check the time because I'm supposed to be going out to dinner. I'm gonna text my family to ask when we're going. I sure do fucking love like fucking like fucking point and click games that no one remembers. One, two. We the King welcome you in our northern garden docks. Those who seek peace and calmness will find it under the leaves of the blessed flore. 3, 4. Oh god, I wish my fucking wrist wasn't killing me. This one's fine. I guess I've been using it, right? That's the main thing, huh? Yep, another portal ripped. How long have I been streaming? An hour and 40? It'd be an awfully short stream if I stopped now, but my wrist is fucking killing me. Oof. And it's not usually this bad. Yeah, I should have left that on. It was helping. It just was making me cold. Should I start over? Just try to wrap it again from higher up or something? It feels weird to beat the game, but like, you know, this stream's not quite long enough, so I'll try to beat the game, I guess. Just wish my wrist wasn't fucked up. Usually the tape's helping. This one's like not really helping. I'm gonna try and retape it real quick. just like a little differently, and we'll see what happens. No, don't get wrapped up on yourself. Okay, let's bring it up higher. From right there. And try to make it a little tighter. Like a really hard thing is like trying to get between like it's tight enough to where it stops the pain, but not so tight that I'm fucking up my circulation, right? It's a bit better. And like one more loop. Just to make sure it's secure. Alright. Okay. Much better, much better. Let's go. That was light sphere. Interesting. I can't climb up that rope. How's it going? Where are you from? I don't want to discuss where I'm from, if that's okay. It's going good. I'm playing Submachine. I just found out that all the different realities that I've been exploring are actually the 7 chakras from, like, in the Indian perspective on karma, which I believe is the only perspective that's, I'm pretty sure they invented the concept. But, yeah, essentially what I thought was a sci-fi game about exploring 4th dimensions is actually a pseudo-religious game about finding enlightenment. So, you know, it's been pretty cool. I'm about to beat it. This is like the last level of the game, actually. But, yeah. The game was originally about a guy who lost an arm and realized he could use his ghost pain to travel to dimensions, but it's way more. Yeah, it got crazy convoluted. Like there was a lot of you literally came in after like a bunch of lore revelations. Docking schedule. Please enter ship ID number. So tight around the wrist is the key. Okay. So for the pain in my forearm, but it's the wrist that's the problem. Until I know what those levers do, there's not really much of a point in messing with them, right? Oh, wait. Okay, I know, because this has a hook on it. There we go. Yeah. Alright, yeah. Now we're seeing stuff. Useless. So 1, 2, 3. I need it on 3. Yep, they're even labeled. There we go. Ship ID number. You know, in the start of the game, I just end up in a lighthouse, and I don't really know. I end up, like, in that one place, and I don't really know how I got there. Maybe we're dead. And that's, like, how we wound up where we were, is that we had actually died. Bottle fuse. What do I need a bottle fuse for? Will that power the ship, make it go somewhere? Can't put a fuse in here. So if we go in here, nowhere to really put it. What do I need a fuse for? Ah. Ah, and that powers the ship. Let's explore it, I guess. Oh boy, another map. Okay. At least that direction's simple. Mm-hmm. Alright. Okay, so those do help you get your bearings. Okay, so let's just leave them all flipped because I don't know why not. I don't know what they do. I don't have what it takes to complete that yet. Guess that fungal phone doesn't really do much. Yeah. Hatch valve. Okay. I can control these dials, but I don't know why I would. Let's explore the rest of the ship. Docking ladder standing by. Nice. Insert captain's ID. No, I might have to jump off soon because I feel like if I get too far in this and then can't beat it, then like, you know, then I'll just beat it right away when I get here next time, and it's like literally the last one, so. Yep. Oh, maybe a shorter stream, but I would like to. Ooh, that's another reality. You know what? Let's look around a little bit more and just see what I can see. And yep. Okay. All right. Let's see how long I've been streaming for. Nope. You don't bring up TikTok. I need to delete that off my friggin' computer. Alright, I'm streaming for almost 2 hours. It's a bit early, but I feel like I'm gonna beat the last one really quickly if I stop now, if I start it again next time. So I think it's just gonna be a shorter stream tonight. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things anyways, so good night, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. The next time we start, we'll be hopping into another world and doing the last mission. Not another world, but going to this portal and beating the last mission of this game. Thank you all so much for staying with me as long as you have and enjoying Submachine. I know that it's not my most popular videos, but there's something I'm very passionate about. All right. Good night, everybody.